Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking. Look, it's going to be smoking. Look, it's going to be swearing. Look, you've been warned. So look, here coming 3. Look, 2. Look, 1. Bang! Welcome everybody, black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. My name's Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. The greatest show on earth. The greatest show in the multiverse. Bang! And we have a great show for you today. Yes, we have a great show for you today. So I hope you all had a great weekend. Oh, that Bitcoin ride's been cool. We're gonna talk about that when we get to that part. Look. So let's talk about what we're gonna talk about tonight, though. So tonight, first, Chiliz fan tokens explode after listing. So you know, Chiliz does the those tokens for the sports teams. Well, it's kicking some ass, actually, this weekend. So we'll look at that. And then, of course, we have to talk about this bullshit. The SEC unveils a lawsuit against Ripple. Why everybody always picking on Garling House? What are you doing that for? Little whipper mama. You want a little bitty piece of candy? Yeah. You think a Japanese hedge fund is going to invest in Ripple when they're under investigation by the SEC in America? Yay. All right. We'll talk about that hunk of dog shit when we get there. I just had to because it was the biggest news of the day, obviously. Obviously, I like to talk about when, crypto companies make money, generate revenue, not get their asses kicked. But an SEC filing, yeesh. That's some ass kickery of the highest level. Literally the highest. That's federal. Right? Ripple already was being sued by two California in California. But those were just state charges. Yeesh. This SEC one. Yeesh. Not so good. All right. Well, then we're going to get to some good news. Oh, so we talked about this. The CME is going to launch their futures contracts. Ethereum futures contracts. And so we're going to hear from the CME people and hear what's going on behind the scenes, why they chose to do it. So CME, Ethereum futures, why we chose to do Ethereum futures. So why they chose to do it. You know, the CME is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. You know, the NASDAQ of our commodities exchange here in America. So, but we're going to read about that. And then, boom, did you see that flip right there? Rewind that, watch that. Bang, that was a midair flip, paper grab. Then we're going to do shout outs and daily summary. So let's begin how we begin, brothers and sisters, with a little bit of bang. Yes. That's how we do. We bang it. And then we bang. Yes. Oh, yeah. All right, so we do around these parts. See what's going down around these parts. Look. It's going down around these parts. Bitcoin. Oh, that's so let's talk about the Bitcoin. Yeah. That shit, it went up to 24, right? It went up to just above 24,000 this weekend. And then, right? And then last night it went all the way down to 22 something. But then, boom, here we are again in the mid 23s. All right. So anyways, it's a wild ride, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh, and also what I'm trying to say is, we came from 15 grand. Well, hold on one second. Let me look at this thing. Right? Like we came from 15 grand not so long ago, right? And so I wasn't going to be surprised if we saw a retrace down to, say, 21 something. Yeah, we didn't even get close to that. And so, well, what that shows me is strong hands. Yes. Strong hands are in the space. Good stuff. All right. So let's do how we start. Let's just do how we do. Let's be how we be. Let's get down how we get down. All right. The price of Bitcoin, $23,643. And when I left you on Saturday, we were at $23,563. So we've gone down $80. Exactly $80. All right. Top 10 of the day, brothers and sisters. Look. Usual suspects. Top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink. Binance Coin, Cardano, and Polkadot. Let's look at the total market moves of the day. Usual song. Single digits up, single digits down. Eesh, XRP. Look. Getting the beat down. Get out while you can. Get out while you can, folks. I don't tell you what to do with your money, but if it were me, and it was me at one point, I had a lot of Ripple. I think I had 12 grand worth. Yeah, well, I'm not an idiot. I had to juggle that shit quick. Look. All right. Single digits up, single digits down. Fucking V chain. You just won't. You just won't. Huh? You just won't. All right. You just refuse. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Wow, look at you, Zilliqa. Single digits up, single digits down. 2. Single digits up, 2. Single digits down. All right, let's see who lost money today. You see anything on here you like, go get it because it is on sale. Except the XRP. Don't buy that. In my opinion, but let's check it out. We got bang. Yeesh. Top 10 losers of the day. XRP, UMA, Stellar, Basic Attention Token, Qtum, Ocean Protocol, Elrond, EOS, Near Protocol, and Cosmos. Let's see who made money today. But top 10 gainers. Oh, yeah, look at you. I'm just gaining like a gainer. Look. Top 10 gainers. Zilliqa, Theta, Synthetics, Nexo, Swissborg, Terra, Litecoin, Celsius, and Kusama. All right, let's see what the total market cap of the day is, brothers and sisters. Look, total market cap, bang, $654.3 billion. That's respectable. And when I left you on Saturday, we're at $665.4 billion. So we've gone down $11.1 billion. Let's see what the volume is. All right. Wow. All right, $193.2 billion is our daily volume, or 24-hour volume, I should say. And when I left you on Saturday, we were at 193. Wait. Oh, sorry. We're at 193. Sorry. When I left you on Saturday, we're at 168. So we've gone up $25.6 billion. All right. Look. Great. All right. Let's get to the stories. Check out what's going down around these parts. Bang! So Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus fan tokens rally 80 to 160 after listing. So remember, we just read about they launched this last week. So remember, this is from this coin called Chiliz, right? This crypto thing called Chiliz. And so let me give a background. And so what Chiliz does is they make these things called fan tokens, right? And so, so fans of some sports team, athletic association, whatever sports team, they can buy the token of the team, and then, they can do stuff with it. Like, you can stake, 10 tokens to put your name in to get a pair of, Lionel Messi, autographed sneakers or something like this, right? Or, because right now it's in Europe and it's with the soccer teams, really. But it's coming to America, they said. They said they're coming to the America soon. So for an American fan, let me give an example. It'd be like, yeah, if you're the number one fan of the year based on how many tokens you bought, boom, you get a skybox at Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Or a skybox at the team. So maybe for the Dallas Cowboys, right? You get a skybox for a playoff game or something. I know the Cowboys aren't going to the playoffs this year. But when they do one day, Jerry Jones will give you a skybox, right? We'll see what happens next year. Yeesh. But you know what I'm saying? And so I think this Chiliz thing is cool because, well, just look at the economics of it. You know, the Chiliz blockchain is cool, and they run their thing called they run their thing through a website called Socios. So I think this Chiliz thing is cool because, well, every country has sports, yeah, and every sports team has fans. You know what I mean? It's an unending supply, right? You know what I mean? Of people buying these tokens, right? Fucking dads raise their kids to love the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's hardcore fans of teams, which means you can sort of technically, you'll never run out of people buying these tokens for their teams, right? And these teams' tokens are built on this blockchain called Chiliz. Okay, and so Chiliz blockchain, I mean, they've just started, and look at the names they have. Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain. They've got Barcelona. Big names. Like, these are the mega of the sporting world in soccer, right? And that's just where they're beginning. So, I mean, you start with names like that. Yeah. Well, it doesn't get any better. You know what I mean? It doesn't get any better. Those are the Dallas Cowboys, LA Lakers, New York Yankees of soccer, right? Once you get those names, all right, well, fuck, everyone else will just fall in line. And so that's why I think Chiliz, I don't own any Chiliz, but I'm going to tell you something. I think the tsunami is going to really arrive next year big time. And I think that the small caps, I told you this, aren't going to really rise right away because obviously the hedge funds can't buy them yet because there's no regulated exchanges they can buy it on yet, right? So like I said, like your VeChain and that, it's just going to keep hovering between 0.13 and 0.17 for until these guys can come get it. And so I have actually 3 target coins. Let me tell you something about my portfolio, what I want to do with it. So, you know, the Bitcoin, I bought that Bitcoin the other day, right? The half of Bitcoin, right? When it was at like 15,000, right? So I bought a half of Bitcoin. And I told you I'm going to let that Bitcoin rise. And so I have 3 actual targets that I'm going to spend that Bitcoin on. Yeah. So I guess I should tell you this because I like to update you guys on my portfolio just so you see how sort of a market guy thinks, just to see. So next year with that Bitcoin, probably around June or July, I'm assuming it's going to be mega. And I'm going to cash that in and I'm going to buy, well, the serious ones I'm going to buy are Quant, Band, Interoperability. Those 2 motherfuckers right there. Interoperability. Okay, so let me tell you the coins first. Quant, Band, and Chiliz. And this thing, Chiliz. Yeah, I'm going to buy some of this next year. Yeah. Why the Quant? Why the Band? Well, Quant and Band are offering interoperability. Your blockchain ain't shit unless it can talk to outside systems. Interoperability is going to be, well, look, how do I say this even just to give it its full glory? How do I say this? Well, let me say it this way. Interoperability is indispensable. Indispensable. Now, if you don't have interoperability, well, your fucking blockchain, oh yeah, it's pretty, it's sexy, and it's blocking, it's immutable, and look. Yeah, well, if it doesn't have data coming on it, or onto the D apps and smart token or smart contracts and shit on the blockchain, your blockchain is just like a laptop without any internet. Yeesh. Sure, you could do stuff on it. Give me a break. If someone gave you a laptop and said, hey, I'll give you this laptop, but you're never going to be allowed to use internet on it. It doesn't have a network card. Would you even take it? They'd be like, get that piece of shit out of here. Don't give me that piece of shit. So look. Oh, yeah. So I was telling you, yeah. Chiliz, Quant, and Band. Next year, next summer, that half Bitcoin that I bought just the other day. Well, for now, those are the 3 that I'm going to spend it on. I'm just going to divide that Bitcoin into 3. Bang, bang, bang. Wow. The Band and the Quant I might buy more of. The Chiliz might just be for fun. So more of like a... So it might go something like this. 40% Quant, 40% Band, 20% Chiliz. You know what I mean? But I think this Chiliz thing is going to be amazing. All right. Yeah. It's part of my thing. Those are the 3 that I want. Those are the 3 that I... Well, the Quant and the Band, I really want. If I didn't have all this chain link and singularity net and shit that I need to keep accumulating, definitely they'd be in the portfolio already, but yeah. It's got to accumulate this shit right now, but next year, that Bitcoin right there, it's going to go into Quant, Band, and Chiliz. As of now, I mean, some major amazing thing might come along, and obviously, so might change that whole play right there. All right, so now you understand though. So okay, so that's that portfolio, a little portfolio update for you guys. I know you guys like when I tell you what I'm doing with my money and shit. I don't know why you guys like that so much. Shomari, what are you doing? All right, that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's get back to our story though. And so, okay, so you remember when we read this? They offered the Paris Saint-Germain and the Juventus token like a couple weeks ago. And remember, what made these tokens, though, different than the other Chiliz tokens is that these are listed on exchanges. You can trade this Juventus token. You can trade this Paris Saint-Germain token against the US dollar, against Bitcoin, right? Against, I think it was like US, what was it? Right? Right, some US dollar stablecoin thing, right? Was that USDC or something like this? So these ones are not like the other Chiliz tokens. They're a little more jacked up, I guess, is the word. They're a little more spicy in that these are tradable tokens, right? These are tradable. So, they can go up and down in value and shit, right? And we'll look at what it says here. Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus fan tokens rallied 80 to 160%. So if you're a Juventus fan and you bought that token the other day, well, aren't you a fucking lucky fuckstick, right? 160%, bro. Those are some nice daggone gains right there. Don't find gains like that in most markets. Okay, so now everyone understands what this is about. So let's go. Okay, on December 14th, Binance listed PSG and JUVE, that's the Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus tokens, 2 utility sport fan tokens associated with the Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus football clubs. After the listing occurred, both tokens surged by 80 to 160% in the past 24 hours. Yo, those are some fans. Why are sports fan tokens surging? Created by Socios.com and Chiliz. So Chiliz is the blockchain, and then Socios is the place where the fan tokens get used. So these teams, they host their stuff on this thing called Socios. All right. And then Chiliz is the blockchain that makes the tokens. Okay, so created by Socios and Chiliz, sports fans tokens are utility tokens that allow fans to receive and tokenize a tokenized share of club decisions. Through the Socios applications, users can receive exclusive rewards and club recognition using the token. Binance Research explained that JUV token holders, as an example, can interact with the Socios platform to earn various rewards. The rewards include match day tickets, exclusive experiences, digital badges, and more. The researchers wrote, Juventus token holders can vote via smart contract on various fan decision polls published by Juventus. Juventus is contractually bound to act according to the poll results. Oh, that's crazy. They're bound? So token hodlers, can interact with the socials platform, voting on polls, competing in contests and quizzes, connecting, chatting with like-minded users, etc. And earn rewards. That's crazy. So you see that? These polls, so they will take a poll. So maybe they say something like, who should we start today as a striker? Player number A or player number B. And if the fans vote for player number B, say, well, they're contractually bound to the poll results. That's crazy. So they're going to let the fans actually, that's an example. I'm not saying that the clubs are going to do that. But I'm just saying that's an example of what could happen. All right, let's move on. Hence, the performance of sports fan tokens, such as PSG and JV, are not necessarily tied to match day results and team performance. Rather, they're dependent on the overall utility of the tokens and the demand for them from the fans. Ideally, if there are more compelling reasons to own the tokens, possibly through better rewards, the demand for the token could increase. Right. So if you offer your fans better stuff, instead of just getting a pair of autographed sneakers from Lionel Messi, you get to go have dinner with the guy. Oh, you really buy some tokens, motherfucker, right? Or something like that. Incentivize these fans to buy them, right? So the early success of the fan tokens behind PSG and JV is critical because it would establish a precedent for future sport fan tokens. Exactly. It establishes the precedent. Look at the success. Look at the success. If it all works for Juventus and Barcelona, why wouldn't it work for the Dallas Cowboys? Why wouldn't it work for the New York Yankees? Why wouldn't it work for the LA Lakers? Right? Or any team, wherever you're from. You Aussie boys. Why wouldn't it work for your favorite rugby team? So look, a major milestone for tokenizing the sports industry. So on December 22nd, following high-profile exchange listings and a large increase in daily volume, Alexander Dreyfus, the CEO of Chiliz and Socios.com, so this guy's the CEO of both, said, I thought they were two separate whole companies. I didn't know. All right, anyways. Said sports tokens took a major step forward in tokenizing the sports and entertainment industry. The 24-hour volume of sports tokens, particularly from PSG and JV, reached 300 million. Fuck. 300 million in 24 hours? Oh, hey, these sports fans aren't fucking. I mean, these are mega teams. And you have to understand about Europeans. When it comes to their soccer teams, football as they call it over there, they put American and all fans to shame. I've told you this story. Soccer teams in Europe, in Britain anyway, they have what's called hooligans. Yeah, a gang of guys who follow the team. Yeah, they go to every single game. And at the end of the game, they beat up the fans of the other team. That's their shit. That's the level. Like, imagine here in America. You went to an LA Lakers game, and then, LA versus like New York. And then, Laker fans just started beating up on New York fans. Well, that'd be a rumble right there, LA versus New York. Well, in America, it wouldn't really work because we have guns here. So, I mean, yeah. It's not like they're in Europe where they just beat each other with sticks and bats and stuff. Here would be straight gunshots. Motherfuckers bringing their AR-15 to bringing an AR-15 to a blood clot. To a blood clot Yankees game. Look! That's how it goes in America. Oh, these guys are a little rowdy around these parts. It's Americans. Around these parts, these boys are a little rowdy. All right, so let's get back to the money part, though. Yeah, the 24-hour volume of sports tokens, particularly for PSG and JV, reached 300 million, daggone. For alternative tokens with market caps of less than 50 million, a 300 million daily volume is comparatively high. Duh. The daily volume was 6 times more than the daggone market caps. Bang! Sweet. Oh, yeah. Chiliz. This thing. Oh, yeah. Watch. Next summer, I'm going to own some of this shit. You'll see. So, Dreyfus wrote that this is a seminal moment for us, the start of a new trend where the world's leading sports organizations will have their proprietary digital assets listed on the biggest global exchanges, generating visibility, liquidity, and volume. Oh, and I'd like to put another word in there, revenue. So, that's what I'm all about. Revenue, daggone. The new trend will gather pace as more of the world's biggest sporting properties have their fan tokens listed in the near future. We'll be adding many more partners from sports and entertainment in the years to come who will become part of this global transformation and our wider global fan engagement and monetization ecosystem. Fucking right they will. Of course they will. Of course they will. You have a non-ending supply of customers. Sports teams have fans. That's all they have. You know, the daddy who's a fan births a son, yeah, and turns that son into a fan. You know, it's a generational. My granddaddy was a fan of the land. You know, I'm a Cowboys fan. My granddaddy was a fan. My pappy was a fan. And daggone it, I'm a fan. And my little Johnny right here, you a fan too, ain't you, Johnny? Daggone right, daddy. Daggone right, Johnny. That's how we do around these parts. We're Cowboys fans. That's how shit is in some family households, right? Fucking granddaddy, daddy, and kids. Yeah, but it's the truth. Okay, it sounds funny to me, but it's not funny. It's the reality. And so if you just look at it from the business perspective, okay, let's stop being silly. I'm being silly. But look at it from Chili's business perspective, that's truly a lifetime of customers, a lifetime of people buying tokens, right? Like Chili's will never die, right? These Juventus and Saint-Germain tokens, yeah, no one's ever going to stop buying those. No, but it will never happen. They'll be selling those tokens forever. Yeah, forever. Yeah, man. Like, I don't think, you know, yeah, guys. So a great investment opportunity? I think so. It's not something I'm just giving you my opinion. I don't tell people what to do with their money. Would I buy Chiliz over VeChain? No. But like I just showed you guys know I have my portfolio built, and I just keep accumulating the crap that I already have, right? More Cardano, more Singularity Net, more Stellars, more blah, blah, blah. Just the same stuff I already have. But like I said, with that 1.5 Bitcoin that I bought that I'm buying just to buy small caps, I bought that Bitcoin not to hodl it. Well, I am hodling it a little bit, but I bought it because I think it'll go higher, which it already has. And then in the summertime, I'm going to use it next summer to buy other small caps. And I think Chiliz is going to be one of them. So, just my opinion, just telling you guys, just giving you, you know, I like to show you guys. I know you guys always ask me, what are you doing with your portfolio? What are you into? So, there you go, guys. And so, this thing, Chiliz, man, like I said, as long as there's sports, there'll be fans. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like a thing where you can, you know, it could end or something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Juventus is going to be here forever. Well, I mean, you know, the Dallas Cowboys, it hasn't happened yet. Chiliz doesn't have a Dallas Cowboy token, but I'm just saying if they ever do it with the Dallas Cowboys, well, yeah, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be here forever. You know, New York Yankees, you know, That's forever. That's just part of America. It's like air or water. It's just here forever. Okay, guys. All right, I'm being silly. All right, let's get to a little bit more. Oh, this fucking. All right, let's do this. All right, guys. So, I know none of you are. I don't know if you are. Any chili hodlers out there? Bang, Chiliz hodlers. Bang. Good for you. Don't worry. I'm coming too. I'm coming. I'll be there. Next summer, I'll be there. Look. All right, let's get to the next story. Bang, the SEC unveils a suit against Ripple, calling XRP a $1.3 billion unregistered securities offering. So look. It's Ripple. Just come on, man. It's just a shit show. Ripple's just a big old shit show. Oh, poor little Ripple lovers. Now the SEC, poor little Ripple lovers. Can I offer you a little bitty piece of candy? Look, Ripple lovers. Look, guys, it's just a shit show. It was supposed to be some global banking thing. Failure. It was supposed to be some big remittance thing. Western Union said this thing sucks, and now they're paying MoneyGram to even use the thing. They're moving less than $4 million a day. I live in South Beach. We have restaurants here. For instance, Prime 112, and Prime Fish. Yeah, they make more than that a day. That's a restaurant, okay? Ripple's just a shit show. And I can tell you this right now. If you think smart money, any smart money, is going to be putting their money buying this thing when they're under SEC indictment, you can go fuck all that. This is the end of Ripple. This is the nail in the coffin, really, I think. It was one thing when Ripple was getting sued statewide in California. They got 2 lawsuits against them. They have 2 lawsuits against them right now in California. But those are class action lawsuits with individuals, right? So that's a little different. Well, very different. Whereas this is the SEC itself. And while you don't beat the SEC, the SEC is the rule maker. And if they say you broke our rules, well, that's what goes down. Like, what do you think a judge says? The SEC's like, hey, judge, we're the rule makers. Yeah, these guys broke them. Like, you can argue all you want that you didn't, but the SEC is going to crush you. Look, Enron, those boys at Enron, they could argue all they wanted about what they did, but they ended up in prison, didn't they? Jeffrey Skilling, Andy Fastow, what's his face? Kenneth Lay, the owner. They all ended up in prison. Look. Okay, so let's just stick to the legalities of it. The legalities are if Ripples are a security, then they can't do that money transfer thing. Not that they're doing good at that anyway, but you can't do that. And so, but the SEC says no. But you're a security. You're a stock. You own all of them, and all you're doing is dishing out a little bit of money, dishing out a little bit of them anytime you guys want money, which Garlinghouse has admitted. We've read it here. And this is the end of Ripple, pretty much. And XRP, they're going to get destroyed by the SEC because obviously the SEC makes the rules. And so, what else? I don't know what else. So let me have a sip and then we'll go on. But look, Ripple lovers, look, it's like anything. Companies come and they have big ideas and they have big marketing schemes and all this. Yeah, well, a lot of the times what they want to do doesn't work. Yeah, that's why most companies go bankrupt. Right? Most companies actually don't make it. Right? The Microsofts and the Apples and the Ubers and that. Lucky. Just got good idea, right time. Bang. you made it. But most companies aren't successful in, like, if you look at, I always tell you guys to watch that movie Enron, The Smartest Guys in the Room. And I always tell you that's what Ripple reminds me of. Just a company that's sort of flailing around, but they're trying to make it seem as if they're doing a lot of stuff to keep their investors engaged, right? In other words, their money with them. But nothing's actually happening until finally the authorities come in and fuck them. Break it up, expose, their lack of anything, right? And so that's what Ripple has always reminded me of. Like I said, I owned Ripple. I had $12,000 worth of this shit. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was 2018. So back then, we were looking for stuff, most of these crypto companies didn't even have mainnets online yet. So you had to guess what you wanted to buy, right? And so I was like, all right, Ripple sounds kind of interesting like that. And then once I used my actual analytics, my brain, and like, oh, wait a minute. Ripple said they're going to move banking money. You're going to be a bridge. So you're going to move money from a bank to a crypto exchange, to another crypto exchange, to the bank. Yeah, well, banks aren't allowed to use crypto exchanges. They're not registered and licensed. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah, and then once I figured that out, remembered that, I guess. I always knew it. I just got caught up in the hype. Yeah, well, I sold that shit. And so, and now Ripple's down to, and that's why you're probably wondering, if you are a Ripple holder, why aren't there any banks using it? Yeah, idiot. Banks aren't allowed to do that. Banks aren't allowed to move their clients' money through unregistered, unlicensed entities. Well, what are crypto exchanges? Unregistered, unlicensed pieces of dog shit, right? Like BitMEX, where you have Arthur Hayes and a couple of those guys still at large, right? And so, all right, let me get a sip and then we'll just read this and get on. And so I always try to tell my subscribers, guys, just fuck the Ripple, man. Just take that money and buy something that, well, first of all, doesn't have lawsuits against it. And that's actually generating revenue. Like, what's your problem? Are you fucking stupid or what? Like, no, I'm gonna stay. They're gonna make it. I'm sorry. I'll just buy this V chain over here. Look. I'll put this in some Bitcoin daggone. Some Ethereum. All right, so let's read this fucking shitstorm right here. Look, so the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, has taken legal action against Ripple, as well as its CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, and co-founder, Christian Larson. So let me tell you a little bit about Ripple as well. If you're new here, or you just don't know about the Ripple company, Ripple, the company name is called Ripple Labs. Okay, that's the technical name of Ripple. That's what its registration is here in America. It's called Ripple Labs. And Ripple Labs is a financial services software provider. That's what they were. And then Larson, this guy Christian Larson, Jed McCaleb, Charles Schwartz, or something Schwartz, I don't remember his first name. I think it's Charles. And this other motherfucker, I don't remember, but he got out early. They created this thing called Ripple. Those XRP, they're now called XRPs because they're trying to trick the SEC. Nice try, fuckstick. They were called Ripples when they first came out. And they created them, and they didn't really think they'd be something. They just, all right, let's just create a little blockchain, blah, blah, blah. Well, unfortunately for those fuckstick, you could look at it two ways, fortunately or unfortunately. But this thing took off. Uh-oh. We've got billions of people's money. Now they're billionaires. Remember that. Garlinghouse, remember this. In February of 2017, Garlinghouse was richer than Mark Zuckerberg for 2 days. Yeah. Google that. Garlinghouse richer than Zuckerberg. Bah! For 2 days in February of 2018. I believe it was February. It could have been late January. And anyways, these guys came out with this crypto thing. You know, they didn't really think it was going to be something. And then, boom, it became this mega thing where you have a whole army of people and everything. And so now they're like, fuck. Well, we have to do something with this thing. I don't think they planned on doing anything with it. And so they came up with that whole bridge philosophy thing. And, well, that was just garbage, right? And it didn't really work. But now you're stuck with all these billions of dollars worth of people's money invested in you, waiting for you to do something. You're under pressure to perform. Well, they never did they? All right, we're going to be the big banking thing. That didn't work. We're going to be the big remittance thing. Western Union said nope. So now they're down to paying Avios, and MoneyGram to just use this XRP thing, right? But I don't think that these guys really thought it would be something. You know, I think they just kind of thought, I don't know what they thought, but I just thought they thought we'll make this and just test it out and just do that, you know, just have fun or something like. Yeah, but it turned into a mega billion thing, and now you're stuck. So now you see them, they're flailing, right? Remember this, you know, well, Shomari, you don't know, XRP is doing this with an ecosystem and that with an ecosystem and this and this and this and donating this and this, and they're part of this board and that board and that board. That's what we call in the markets as a 20-year investor. That's what's called razzle-dazzle. Razzle-dazzle. Razzle-dazzle to razzle-dazzle the idiots, the fools, the suckers. Yeah, if you actually think that that's something, you're a sucker. Smart money, people like myself, we ask one fucking question. Are you generating revenue? Are you generating income? That's the only question. I don't care about all these, this. Look, nerd, or you fucking moron. You fucking sucker. Yeah, I hear your razzle-dazzle talk. But is the company generating money? Making money? Generating revenue? And the answer when it comes to Ripple is no. Ripple is losing money on a monthly cash basis. And Garlinghouse admitted it, that they have to use XRPs just to pay their employees. So you're losing money. They're using your money. If you're an XRP holder right now, your money is going to the pocket of some employee. It's not being used for what it was supposed to be, as a bridge to this or that or this or that. Right? Those XRPs are supposed to be on exchanges being used for bridging of this fiat. No, it's in an escrow account, isn't it? It's in a Ripple-controlled escrow account. Duh. Well, they're holding your money. Those XRPs are supposed to be on exchanges being used for that whole bridging stuff. All right, that's a whole other. All right. So don't be a sucker. Do not be a sucker. Don't get Enroned. So, in charges filed today in federal district court in Manhattan. Oh, hey, Manhattan. You know Manhattan. Well, obviously, they handle all the financial crimes in America because that is where? Well, that's where Wall Street is. So, look, if you do any financial crime, look, fucksticks. Those Manhattan courts, yeesh, they're vicious because that's the shit they handle. So look, in charges filed today in federal district court in Manhattan, the commission is alleging that the XRP token is classified as a security and is accusing Ripple and the two executives of raising more than $1.3 billion through an unregistered ongoing digital asset securities offering to investors beginning in 2013. Bang! The SEC further alleges that Ripple distributed XRP for labor and market-making services, and that Garlinghouse and Larson failed to register their personal XRP sales, estimated at $600 million. Bang! Of your money. Bang! daggone right in their pockets. Suckers. So look, these actions deprive potential purchasers of adequate disclosure about XRP and Ripple's business and other important long-standing protections that are fundamental to our robust public market system, said Stephanie Avaklan, director of the SEC's Enforcement Division. Eesh. So under SEC regulations, individuals and crypto firms must register their offerings with the commission or under an exemption if they qualify as securities. Which tokens qualify as securities, however, remains an extremely contentious subject. So, that's the truth. And this is what I will give Ripple. I will give Garlinghouse and Ripple this. It's true. The SEC hasn't said what a security is. They haven't really said what these are yet. And so, if you're Garlinghouse, you could say, well, daggone. Well, I don't know if you can say, but that's the truth. The SEC has not said that. That's why our V-chains can't be bought yet. That's why our Singularity Nuts, our Stellars, all of them, Chainlinks, all of it, right? A hedge fund can't come buy it yet because there is no regulatory clarity on them yet. And so they're not going to do that. They're not going to, well, obviously they're not going to get themselves in potential trouble, right? And so, Ripple Labs has a point. Garlinghouse and the boys do have a point there about that. We're trying to do a company. You're not giving us the clarity. Yeah. All right. So the crypto industry has been waiting for clarity from the SEC or new legislation on the subject for a long time. Yes. So that's the truth. So, but it doesn't help Ripple in the right now. So, meanwhile, the SEC said that Garlinghouse and Larson failed to register XRP when it served as an investment in Ripple to enrich the pair personally. Of course, these guys are rich as fuck. You guys are getting suckered. The firm and its two leaders could face disgorgement of their gains. Yeah, pay back the money, bitch. As well as civil penalties. Broke ass. You might see him begging for change in your local corner store. So, news of the coming SEC lawsuits broke yesterday. Well, and then let me tell you the truth. As long as this case is going on, you can fucking forget when big money is allowed to come. Them putting any money into this XRP thing, you can fucking forget all of that. You can forget all that. Companies get sued all the time. That's not a problem. But sued by the SEC? Yeah, that's a different kettle of fish right there. Oh, that's a different kettle of fish right there. You know what I'm saying? So look. So news of the coming SEC lawsuit broke yesterday, causing a steep drop in the price of XRP. At the time of publication, the token is valued at 45 cents. Having fallen more than 20% in the last week, Garlinghouse addressed the charges on Twitter, saying that the SEC voted to attack crypto. No, they're not attacking crypto. They're attacking you. The SEC is doing the opposite of fostering innovation here in the U.S., said Garlinghouse, referencing the Commission's FinHub, announcing it would become a standalone office earlier this month. It's not just XRP they're attacking here. Yes, actually, Garlinghouse, it is just XRP they're attacking here, because the lawsuit is filed against you and your company. Yeah, nice try, right? They're trying to make themselves the poster childs of crypto. No. You're not the poster child of crypto. You're a fuckstick who fucked up with just the way you did your shit. They're not attacking crypto at all. S&P says they're going to launch a $550 crypto index next year. Crypto's alive and well. Oh, don't you worry, folks. Your crypto is alive and well, and you are going to be rich. Oh, yeah. Rich, Shomari? Oh, unless you're a fucking idiot. Nope. So, Ripple board member and SBI Holdings CEO Yoshitaka Kitao said he was optimistic that Ripple will prevail in the final ruling. Kitao stated he believed Japan's financial watchdog has already made it clear that Ripple is not a security and expected a similar result from U.S. regulators. So, Ripple is not a security in Japan. You know, Ripple is not a security in the UK either, in England. It's considered property in England, I believe, right? And so, yeah, but the point is, once the SEC we'll see. We'll just see. Once the SEC says something, let's get real. That's how you'll be everywhere. David Schwartz, Chief Technology Officer of Ripple, was seemingly less hopeful than Kitao when responding to the charge on Twitter. So this is what David Schwartz says. So David Schwartz was one of the inventors of Ripple, XRP. The United States, Garlinghouse didn't invent XRP. He was just some fuckstick they hired to run Ripple. Schwartz invented. He actually was one of the programmers of it. All right. Like Larson and Jed McCaleb and the other guy. They actually made it. Garlinghouse is just some guy they hired later. All right. So, Schwartz says that the United States is one of the few countries where regulators will, after years of you operating in full light of day and frequently updating them on everything you're doing, turn around and tell you that you should have known you were breaking decades of laws all along. Apropos of nothing, of course. So, whoa. How the fuck did that happen? What happened there? That was weird. Garlinghouse announced the SEC's impending action last night. In November, he said that because the majority of RippleNet customers are based outside of the United States, a securities designation wouldn't necessarily adversely affect the company's underlying business. Exactly. RippleNet, you see, that's where Garlinghouse is getting sneaky. RippleNet has nothing to do with the XRP token. RippleNet is their software stuff, which that's their Swift killer, which a lot of banks are actually using RippleNet. Hold on. All right. Anyway, so that's it. That's it. That's good enough. Bang. So there you go. SEC unveils suit against Ripple, calling XRP a $1.3 billion unregistered securities offering. And so it's one thing to get sued by citizens. It's another whole thing to get sued by the SEC directly. And look. Well, since they're the rule makers, well, they rarely lose. And you can forget about companies around the world. Companies around the world are going to want to hold this because they're going to want to do transactions and stuff with Americans. And if America says bang bang, this is bullshit, yeah, that's the end of that. So, anyways, man, that was the big story of the day. Pound in a Whipple lovers. No, I thought you were going to be the big banking thing, Whipple lovers. No. I thought you were going to be the big remittance thing, Ripple lovers. No, pony the Whipple lovers. Not only are you not any of those things, but now you've got the big dog. The biggest of dogs. On your ass, taking you to court. And let's get real. When the SEC takes you to court, you lose. You lose. Because they're the ones that make the rules. It reminds me of the movie The Matrix. So, Matrix Part 2, I think it was called Reloaded. There's a scene in there where Neo, what's his name? Keanu Reeves, Neo. He is in this train station, and it's an endless loop. And there's a guy who runs that train station called the Train Man. And so there's this guy, the Merovingian, who sent Neo to that train station. And you can't escape the train station. Even Neo can't escape the train station. And so, what's funny is some people come and the train man comes to take some people away. And Neo says, I'm getting on this train. And the fucking train man says, "No, you're not. No, you're not. I built this place. Around here, I make the fucking rules. You'll stay right here until the Merovingian says so. And it's going to be a long time." And that's what it's like going to court against the SEC. Yeah, well, the SEC just says, I make the rules. I built this goodie room. You can't talk shit to me, right? And when they tell that to a judge, well, the judges obviously listen because they are the rule makers, right? They're the ones. This is our space in the matrix in the goodie room. Your Honor, these guys violated it and... Yes. All right, Ripple lovers. So that's your last warning. Bang! Let's get out of here and get some good news. Bang! Yes! We got CME explains why I waited 3 years for Ethereum futures. So, good. So, the CME is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They are America's, they're where we, you sell futures contracts for commodities, right? Usually. So gold futures, soybean futures, pork belly futures, orange futures, just futures, fuckstick, futures fuckers. But of commodities more likely. Oh, sorry, not more likely, but commodities. So it's not futures of, you can't buy futures of my Microsoft on it. Can you? No. And so here in America, that Ethereum and Bitcoin are considered under SEC regulations. Well, just in America so far, they're considered commodities. And so CME are the ones that sell futures contracts on commodities in America. And so Ethereum's a commodity. And so, bang! Here comes some Ethereum futures. All right, let me get a sip. And so, what the CME is basically saying is, well, they offered the Bitcoin futures first, spectacular success. And now they're saying, listen, we've got so many people asking us for the Ethereum ones. That we're going to offer that investment vehicle as well. And so let's check it out. So the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, recently announced plans to add Ethereum futures to its offering 3 years after launching Bitcoin futures. Market developments have impacted the exchange's decisions to branch out. So here's what the CME guy says, a CME rep. He says that since we launched the CME CF Ether dollar reference rate and the real-time index in 2018, there's been significant growth in Ether transactions and increased client demand for tools to manage price risk, a CME representative told Cointelegraph. So similar to CME's Bitcoin reference rate, the CF Ether dollar reference rate and real-time index essentially show Ethereum's growing market price. What? Going market price, not growing. Going market price. As with any new product or service, we made the decision to launch Ethereum futures based on strong client demand. So, bang! What it's about? Why is the Bitcoin flying right now? Yeah, because all these guys, people starting to hold it as a reserve. I mean, it's becoming a full asset class, a legitimate asset class, and asset of an asset class. So digital assets is the asset class, but Bitcoin out of that asset class is becoming legitimate, and Ethereum out of that asset class is now taking the next behind Bitcoin, right? And so, like I told you, these large caps are going to go first, and especially here in America, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are considered commodities, right? They're commodities. That's why, well, first of all, they're regulated, but they're regulated as commodities. And so, you know, it, how do you say this? How do I say this? They're regulated as commodities, and so, right, no one owns them. There you go. There you go. So they're not, right, they're not owned by a company. So it's not like, so you're wondering, well, why do they come get my V-Chain? Why do they come get my IOTA? Why do they come get my Stellar? Those are companies, right? They're not commodities. Those are more securities, is what I think. That's how I view them. When I buy a V-Chain, I'm buying a share, a security, a stock in V-Chain. When I buy a Stellar, I'm buying a stock, a share in Stellar Corporation. It's not a commodity. Ethereum and Bitcoin are like gold and silver, commodities, like water and air. They're free, and just as long as you get it, you can use it. Right? No one owns it. Right? No one owns air. Right? I don't have to, I take a deep breath. No one comes in like, oh, that was 50 cents for that breath. No one can charge you. It's free. And so that's what Ethereum and Bitcoin are like. They're commodities. They're just there. They're not owned by a company. And that's what makes, Bitcoin, people, Shomari, man, you're always dissing on the fucking cryptocurrency. Yeah, but those are privately issued money. Yeah, we had that in the 1700s, fuckstick. No one's doing that. Bitcoin is not privately issued money. It's just the kind of thing that's there. People are going to let you spend some of it, I guess. I guess Starbucks is going to take it or whatever, but it's a commodity. It's not privately issued money. We've done that. We've been there. Just because you put it behind a digital silicone chip doesn't make it any different than in the 1700s when America had 500 privately issued currencies. America had 500 privately issued currencies at one point. Yeah, this ain't nothing new. People issuing their own money ain't nothing new. Oh, it's so special. It's so great. No, it isn't. Had that before. Railroad companies used to issue their own money. Coal mining companies used to issue their own money. Gold mining companies used to issue their own money. Banks used to issue their own money. We had over 500 currencies in America at one point. Come on, this ain't nothing new. And what makes Bitcoin and Ethereum different is that they are not money. They are commodities. Like gold or silver. Dig it out of the ground, you own it. All right. Where were we? Hold on. I went to yapped around there. Hold on. What were we getting at here? Oh, right. Based on strong demand. Okay, so let's just get back to this thing, though. So strong demand is that's what makes you launch a product, is that people want something. And so they're launching on strong demand and a clearly articulated need, the representative said. So listing Ethereum futures on a regulated, time-tested exchange will help to create a forward curve for investors to hedge their exposure in the cash market. All right. The CME made the announcement on December 16th, noting plans for the product's market entrance in February of 2021. So, this is going to happen in Q1 2021. February, mid Q1 2021, February 2021. Regulation still factors into the equation, however. We're engaged with the CFTC and currently intend to certify in early Q1. All right. So the CME's Bitcoin futures trading product hit the market on December 17th, 2017. Just over 3 years ago, the exchange then launched Bitcoin options trading in early 2020. Both products have received notable volume numbers and attention. All right, so bang. So that's what they did. So they are receiving demand. And so I guess what I'm trying to tell you is, your large caps are going to fly first, your Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you can't afford the Bitcoin, in my opinion, I'm not telling people what to do with their money here. This is not a channel that, tells people what to do with their money. But in my opinion, if you can't afford the Bitcoin, or you just, I don't know. Well, I mean, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Like I said, you could buy a quarter of a Bitcoin. You could buy a half a Bitcoin, right? 3/4 of a Bitcoin. But if you don't want to go that route, Ethereum is your next best route. Bitcoin and Ethereum, your large caps, those are going to fly first. And they're the ones flying now. Let's take a look at the price. Bang! So let me give an example because I know a lot of you own VeChain like I do. Let's look at the past couple months. The price of Bitcoin in the past couple months has gone from $15,000 to $23,000. The price of Ethereum has gone from, what was it, I remember when I was telling you guys, hey guys, look at it, it's at 400. So it's went from about 300 in the past couple months to double 624. Now, VeChain lovers, VeChain hodlers, and you know I'm a major one. That's the one that's going to make my money. Look at our shit. In the past couple months, it's gone nowhere, has it? Has it? Yeah, it just keeps bouncing around between 0.013 and 0.017, right? And, and that's what I think all these small caps are going to do. They're just going to keep bouncing around. But the large caps, and I include Litecoin in that one. Litecoin too. There you are, Litecoin, $113. Bang! Right? But everything else, look at Chainlink, right? Chainlink's just bounced between $11 and $14. Right? All your small caps are just bouncing around in this little range, whereas your large caps are bouncing around. Well, they're not bouncing around, they're flying. Sorry. Not bouncing, they're flying. And so, if you want quick ROR, I think that Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin are going to give you that quick ROR. ROR. Yes, ROR, rate of return right now with a big ROR. And then, from there. All right, let's move on. Let's see what's going on around these parts. Bang! Let's get to the shout-outs. Native Warrior, yes, part of the Basque tribe. Look. Yes, VeChain masters, hodlers, and killers. Yes, warrior. Learn the chief. Bang! There's the chief. Anyway, that's when the chief sent one of his warriors out to talk. Bitcoin Kong. Wow. Levy Kong, see Kong. Look. Bye. We got here. Oh, yeah, we got some Biggie Wiggy. What do we got? What's Kong saying? We're... Ripple Lovers dreams. Another dream. This dream is over. I know, Ripple Lovers. I mean, I don't know why you keep hanging on. I mean, just move your money from that piece of shit to actual shit that's onboarding stuff. I mean, it's your hard-earned money. I mean, there are projects out here making money. I mean, for fuck's sakes, if you just put in the Bitcoin, you bang, bang, bang. I mean, depending on how much you have. I mean, and up, po little Whipple Lovers. All right, let's check out Piggy Wiggy getting that chicken. Look, Chiliz fan token explodes after listing. Boom. SEC unveils against Ripple. Yeesh. Boom. But CME Ethereum futures are coming. That Ethereum is going to be boom. Piggy Wiggy getting that chicken. Boom. All right. Some fuckstick is at my door. Hold on, guys. I'll deal with this fucker right here. But, all right. Back here. Oh, yeah, Piggy Wiggy. All right, let's give Piggy Wiggy one more splash. And your portfolio is going to be boom. All right, guys. One more, Piggy Wiggy. Boom. That's what 2021 is going to look like. Bang. All right, let's move on, though. All right, what do we got? Oh, there's the chief. All right. Chief is on the Pasquiyaki tribe. Look, VeChain masters. Look, VeChain hodlers. Look, VeChain killers. Look. Yes. Pasquiyaki. What you know about that, fucksticks? Bang. Get to know it. Love you, Chief. See you, Chief. Bang. Edwin. Crazy Edwin. The original. Yes. Celebrity Chief of the bang. What do we got? Bittium, bringing the knowledge. Bittium, let me see with the bar. What do you got? CB News. What, Bittium? CB News. The 700-member Italian Banking Association has started experimentation with the digital euro based on distributed ledger technology. All right, good for them. Bah! What we got? Lorna. Yes. Detroit posse. Lorna. Love you, Lorna. See you, Lorna. Bah! Yes. Sunny Beat. Spy Lady. Yes. Love you, lady. See you, lady. Bye. Cryptocarlito. Good to see you, brother. Love to see you. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bye. Yes. We got Bittium. CB News. What Bittium? CB News. VeChain becomes the first 5-star rated blockchain service provider in the world. Certified by Tuv blah blah blah. Tuv Sarland. I know. I'm gonna read that later this week. Oh, ladies, fucksticks are just coming hard and rampant. 1 second. Bang! All right. My brother David from France. All right. So look, where are we at? Oh, the 5-star rated blockchain service provider. Yeah. VeChain, man. So I looked up this company. What's it called? Tuv Sarland. Yeah. They're 180 something year old company or something. I was like, oh, okay. And so this is the real deal. We'll probably talk about it later, in the week, something like that. Oh, look at over here on the right hand side, Karen Thomas. Can you guys see her? Oh, she's right behind my head. And there's Karen Thomas and the Thomas family. Bang! I know you guys can't see me, but all right. Look, CB News. Yes, Bittium. New cryptocurrency exchange, Huobi Global, is planning a U.S. comeback after securing a trust license through Nevada financial regulators. All right, good for Huobi. Bah! Oh, CB News. $1 billion wealth manager, Skybridge Capital, plans to launch a Bitcoin fund. So this guy, you guys know who he is. If you're American, you probably do. That was Trump's old buddy, Scaramucci. That's Scaramucci. Scaramucci actually really makes money. He's not a failed businessman. And yeah, that's good. Yep, they're just another hedge fund coming into the crypto space. So, bah! What do we got? Where is everybody? Look, CoinDCX. What? Like the tweet? All right, wow. This is India's crypto index. Bang! All right. Not index. Exchange. CB News. Yes, Bittium. Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. Stocks now available in DeFi. Great. Bang. Oh, hey, CB News. Just in these largest cryptocurrency. Oh, that was the one you did up there. But we got Kenneth. All right. CB News. CoinDesk Grayscale temporarily stops accepting new clients in 6 crypto trusts. I know that Grayscale thing. It seems like they've done that before, actually. So I'm not sure if their clients are going to think that's... Whoops, sorry. What the fuck happened here? I'm not sure if their clients are going to think that that's such a bad thing. All right, let's move on. Bang. All right, I don't know where everyone is, man. Let's get out of here. Bang. Let's get back to the Death Star. Bang. Welcome back. So, Luke. We had a great show for you today. Whoa. Great show for you today. So, we had Chiliz fan token explodes after listings. And so, yeah, those Juventus tokens and the Paris Saint-Germain tokens, they blasted off. I mean, and I mean, I said it already. I mean, I already said it when I said the story. Every fucking country has sports teams, and every sports team has fans. And so, I'm sure a bunch of those fans have computers, and so they'll want to interact with their team. But it is a neat little thing, right? Like, it's a neat little thing, you know. Buy these mini tokens, get a autograph pair of cleats from your favorite player, or, you know, do so and so and so and so, get a, you know, skybox, you know, a private box to watch, blah 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 game or something. So, absolutely, I could see fans are going to do that. They're going to do that. Well, and as you saw, the tokens went up, you know, 60 and 80% or more even, right? Like, so this Chiliz thing is cool. Like I said about the Chiliz thing, I might be getting some next year. We'll see. All right. Bang. So Chiliz hodlers, if there are any, I've never heard any of you say that you own any of it, but yes, that's a long-term play. Like, Chiliz to me is a long-term play. Like, yeah, it'll just grow forever. Like, they're just going to keep onboarding and onboarding and onboarding and onboarding, you know, fucking team after team after team, city after city. I don't see why, you know, I don't see why they would stop, right? It just keeps going on and on. I mean, forget just the teams. Yeah, start tokenizing individual motherfuckers. You know, Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, you know, Serena Williams, LeBron James, right? Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, you know, like, just start tokenizing individual players even, daggone, like. I would. So we'll see, but like I said, as long as there's sports, Chiliz is going to be here, so. But, and then the SEC unveils suit against Ripple. So, look, man, I went to so much yap about Ripple there. There's nothing to say, you idiots. Like, I mean, I don't know what else there's to tell you. Well, not you guys are idiots, but I mean just, you know, Ripple lovers. You know, I mean, it's been a shit show from the get-go. They built a token they didn't think was going to be some big deal. It became a big deal, and then they're now flailing around trying to make use cases of it, which aren't working. The banking thing, that failed. And now they're at the remittance thing, that's failing. And now they got the SEC on their ass. And while you don't win SEC, you don't win court cases against the SEC fuckstick. They are the ones who make the rules. So when they go into a judge and tell the judge, "Yeah, Your Honor, this fucker broke the rules," the judge says, "What rules?" And the SEC says, "Well, the rules we fucking made." You know, these ones that we made. Yeah, well, you can't really argue against the rule maker, you know, like, you know, it doesn't really, you can't argue against the rule maker. And so, look, man, when it comes to Ripple, that's just I mean, motherfuckers, you can keep beating that dead dog if you want. I know there are a lot of people, they, you know, don't want to give up on it. Look, man, it was supposed to be the big banking thing, and it didn't happen. Like, so fucking grow up. It's over. And then the big remittance thing didn't happen. They're moving less than $4 million a day. Their biggest move was, I think it was like 2.5 months ago, they moved $3.8 million. That was their biggest remittance day. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. And with this lawsuit here, well, you tell me of any Japanese or South Korean or German hedge funds that are going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, but the court cases are in America. Yeah, but that affects everything worldwide, fuckstick. It'd be one thing if this was in Tanzania. Yeah, no one would care. That's in America. So, all right, man. So we had to talk about that. So there, we talked about it, and there you go, Ripple lovers. Oh, po little Ripple lovers. Thought you were going to be the big banking thing. I remember once some Ripple lover told me that Ripple was going to be like some global money. It's going to be the global money, Shomari. I'm thinking, oh, yeah? One world money. One world money, Shomari. I was like, oh, yeah? And he showed me some picture from The Economist magazine from like way back, and he's like, look. I'm like, oh, yeah? Let me ask you a question, genius. If we have a one world money, who's going to set the interest rates? What? China's going to let America do it? America's going to let the Chinese do it? Who's going to set the interest rates? What, the European Union? You daggone no, we're not going to let the Russians. I mean, who? You fucking stupid? Settle down. All right, let's move on and back to reality, though. Bang! It's not going to be the global money. Yeah, it's like $589 ripples. Do a little math, ripple lover. Oh, pony the whipple. All right, look. So, finally, CME Ethereum futures. And so, that's amazing, is that the CME, they were already offering Ethereum services, but they didn't unleash a whole futures contract. But now they're saying, look, we had so much demand. Of course, we have to. We got to make this money. And so, CME is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange here in America. That's the NASDAQ of our commodities here in America. Wow. It's part of it. Because they also offer options and shit. But anyway, whatever. Look, it's a major exchange like a NASDAQ, like a Dow, like an S&P 500, right? It's licensed, regulated, mega. And so here come Ethereum futures. And so, I told you these large caps are going to blast off first. And if you don't have Bitcoin and you don't want to kind of get into that, well, Ethereum might be your large cap option. All right, Ethereum might be a large cap option. Like, I remember, what was it, like 3 months ago? I was like, hey, look at Ethereum at $350, right? And like, look at it, it's at $650 now, right? 6 and change, whatever that is. And so, mid sixes, right? And so, that's some ROI. So that's some ROR, rate of return, with a nice return on investment. And so, if you want some ROR with some nice ROI, you might want to get some Ethereum. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm not giving financial advice. This is just my opinion. You might want to have Ethereum because it's cheaper than Bitcoin, substantially cheaper, and the gains are similar though, right? So, and so you know what I mean. So just look at it that way. The gains are similar, yet the price is cheaper. Yeah, so you're still making the same ROI on the money, your rate of return, and you're still making the same ROR. Or sorry. You're still making the same ROI, your return on investment. In other words, you're doubling up, tripling up. If you had bought Ethereum 3 months ago, you've pretty much 2.5. You have 2.5 times what you put in, right? And if you bought Bitcoin about 3 months ago, well, actually, yeah, you're not at 2.5. You're at less than that. So actually, the Ethereum, I guess, on a percentage basis, has actually gone up now that you do the math. So Ethereum, I don't know, if you want to get that large cap money, that quick ROR, rate of return, and big rate of return, for now, Ethereum's the way to go. And with these futures coming online, look. With these futures coming online, Ethereum is just going to fly. And not only that, but it's not just the futures, but we talked about Grayscale, where Grayscale said they have clients that are coming Ethereum only. So they're not even buying Bitcoin and then a little Ethereum. They're just like, look, just give me Ethereum. And so that's a good symbol, a good sign. And like we've talked about here in America, Ethereum and Bitcoin are commodities. So anyone can, the institutions, the hedge funds, they're all allowed to come play with it already. It's already regulated. And so, like I've been preaching for the past month or two, that I think that, large caps are going to be, they're going to be flying first, and then our small caps will fly later once the institutions and them are allowed to come and get it. All right, so that's enough. Fucking yap. Look, let's chill it and kill it. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Look, subscribe below, press the bell. You get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth. Bang! Greatest show. In the multiverse. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke. Love talking money. Bang! Love talking crypto. Bang! Favorite time of my day. So, thanks for having me in your home, and I will see you all tomorrow for another fun fact crypto-filled day of crypto news. So, until then, subscribe here. Bang! Press the bell. Also, press the thumbs up. Watch that video here. Boom! Greatest in the multiverse from Saturday. Yes. And I will see you tomorrow. So until then, my name is Shomari Clarke, and I am always on duty. Bye! Yes. Get that loot. Over and out.